Good morning, boys and girls. Today we're going to read a book called BlackOut. BlackOut. What do you think blackout means? Well, let's take a look at this picture. I see darkness. I see darkness outside. These people are outside on top of their building, and it looks like there's no light anywhere. That's what a blackout is, when all the lights turn off. Okay? Blackout. Let's turn the page. Okay, here we see a little boy. And this little boy is looking out the window, and he's probably saying, what am I going to do next? Okay, well, let's find out. Here we see the title page again, BlackOut by John Rocco. He's the author. Well, what do we see here? We see a city full of different buildings. It started out as a normal summer night. The city was loud and very hot. We see all the lights, right, boys and girls? People are home. It's nighttime. People are home having their dinner. And they have their lights on inside because some people may be in the living room. Some people may be watching TV in their bedroom. Some people might be in the kitchen cooking, and we need light to be able to see what we're doing, right? Okay? So then what else happens? Here's the little boy again. He reaches up to one of his shelves to take out a box. That box is his game. Okay, he has a game. Now, who's this? This looks like it's his sister, and his sister is talking on the phone. Okay. And it looks like they have a cat right next to the sister. Now, who's this? This looks like this is Mommy. And Mommy is working on her computer. Here goes Daddy. Daddy looks like he's cooking the meal tonight in the kitchen. So, the little boy, okay, he comes down from getting his box of a game. It looks like this says Scrabble or something like that, right? I see 2 dice right here. So this is a board game. So the little boy goes to his sister, okay, because everybody was busy inside the house. And the little boy thought, maybe someone might like to play with me. So he goes to his sister, who was on the phone. She shouts out, "Get out!" to her little brother. Now, that was not very nice. She was screaming at her brother. That's not nice, okay? Well, she was busy talking on the phone. She didn't want to be bothered. Okay, so then what happened? Then the little boy went down the stairs and went over to the kitchen and was asking Daddy, "You want to play with me?" And Daddy said, "Sorry, not now." Then he went to his mother and he asked his mother, "Would you like to play with me?" Mom said, "Too busy. No, not now. Sorry." So what else did the little boy do then? So he went back upstairs to his room. He started playing a computer game on his television, okay? There he is with his remote control there. And there's his little cat with him looking at the TV while he's playing his game. And then, all of a sudden, the lights went out. All of the lights went out. All of these lights started to become darker. And the little boy looked out the window and said, "What happened?" Well, the little boy obviously was scared, so he screamed, "Mom! Mom!" Exclamation point. He was scared. He didn't know what happened. So Mom went upstairs to go get her boy, who was hiding behind the chair. And what did she have in her hand? She has a flashlight. The flashlight was able to give her light so that she could see where she was going to go upstairs to get her son. Okay. Then Big Sister and Daddy, they were trying to use the telephone, but the telephone didn't work. They all looked out the window to see what was going on. Everything was dark. There was a blackout. All the electricity was not working anymore. The telephones were not working anymore. The television was not working anymore. All of this is part of technology, and something went wrong. So then let's see what happens. We huddled around the flashlight and the candles. So Mommy had a good idea. She said, "Let's light a candle to get some light." And then Daddy started making all kinds of different shapes on the wall with his hands. He was making all kinds of different shapes that came out like a shadow on the wall. And there goes the cat. He got really scared. He thought that was a real dog, but it was really Daddy's hands making the shape of a dog on the wall with the shadow. So they're all around the kitchen table, and they take out the little boy's game that he wanted to play. And they started to play. They started to play with a flashlight. They were able to see. They were waiting to see what was going to happen with all the lights and to see if the lights were going to come back. But in the meantime, they decided, well, let's play a game and wait. While they were inside, it got very hot. So then they decided, let's go outside because it's getting too hot in the apartment. Because guess what? The air conditioner wasn't working either, and it got really, really hot. So they went up and up and up to the roof, and they found, what did they find? Let's see. They found the lights. What lights do you think these are, boys and girls? What lights are these? They're up in the sky. What lights are those? Yes, you're absolutely right. They are stars up in the sky at nighttime. So they started looking at the stars in the sky and admiring how beautiful they were. And people, all kinds of people, were up in their rooftops as well over at the other buildings. Everyone started waving to each other, saying, hello, hello, here we are in the darkness. Some people started dancing and making music by singing. They were basically entertaining themselves while they were waiting to see what happened to the light. Then, after a while, they went down and down and down, and they went outside to the street. They wanted to know what was happening downstairs at the street. Well, there was a party going on. Everybody was in the street. It was still dark outside, but people had their flashlights. The firefighter opened up the fire hydrant, let the water out so that the kids could take I guess like a shower with the water coming out of the fire hydrant because it was so hot, and they couldn't go back to their home because their homes were so dark and the water wasn't running. Over here we see the ice cream lady. She started giving out free ice cream. Over here we see someone playing their guitar, making music. And the kids were just running and playing. It was still dark outside, but all of the neighbors were having a good time while they waited to see what was going to happen with the lights. And no one was busy at all this time. They were all paying attention to what was happening. So when the lights came back on, finally, the lights started to come back on. What do you think happened? Everything went back to normal. The little boy went back to watching playing his game on the television. The little girl was going to go and make a phone call. Mommy checked her computer to see if it was working. Daddy was in the kitchen, probably washing the dishes. And the little boy turned on the switch to make sure that the light went on in his room. Well, but not everyone likes normal anymore. I gotta go, said Big Sister to her friend on the phone. Good idea, Buddy. Buddy was telling Dad, why don't we play a game? And Dad said, good idea. And Big Sister said, oh, I want to do that too. And Mommy, well, she made sure that they all sat around the table to play their game. The end. So what happened, boys and girls? Before the blackout, everybody was too busy to play a game together as a family. Well, after the blackout, they had no choice. Everyone had to be together because they were not able to talk on the phone or watch the television or stay on the computer or cook. They were not able to do that. They had to come together as a family. So what did they learn? They learned that they had to take time out to do things together as a family. It's not always about, I'm too busy, I'm too busy. No, you have to take time out to play with your brothers and sister and with Mommy and Daddy at home during the day. Did you like the book? I liked the story. It was very nice. Blackouts. That's when all of the electricity goes down. It stops working. And a lot of the things that we have in our home, boys and girls, is made out of technology because it needs electricity to work. And electricity is part of technology. All right, boys and girls, I hope you like the story. Bye.